Once upon a time, in a vast and majestic landscape of rolling hills and towering mountains, there lived a majestic eagle named Orion. With wings as wide as the morning sky and eyes as sharp as the stars, Orion soared through the heavens, king of his domain. Yet, despite his dominance, Orion felt a void in his heart, a longing for companionship and family. One day, while riding the thermals high above the forest, Orion spotted a beautiful eagle named Astrid. Her feathers shone like polished gold in the sunlight, and her wings seemed to dance on the wind currents. Entranced, Orion swooped down to introduce himself. Astrid, wise and fiercely independent, was not easily won over. But Orion's kind heart and playful nature eventually charmed her. As the seasons passed, Orion and Astrid grew closer, their bond strengthening with each passing day. They would soar together, playing in the updrafts and explore the hidden corners of their territory. Orion knew he had found his mate when Astrid began to join him in his love for storytelling, perched atop a cliff, sharing tales of the skies and the lands below. Eventually, Astrid laid 2 precious eggs in a nest they built high on a cliffside, sheltered from the winds and predators. Orion was overjoyed, taking turns with Astrid to incubate the eggs and hunt for food. When the eggs hatched, the eaglets, 2 fluffy bundles of joy named Nova and Zephyr, stole their parents' hearts. Orion and Astrid were devoted parents, teaching Nova and Zephyr everything they knew. They brought back fish and rabbits, dropped them into the nest, and watched with pride as their eaglets learned to tear flesh and take to the skies. They taught them how to ride the wind, how to spot prey from afar, and how to defend themselves. As the eaglets grew, so did their personalities. Nova was bold and adventurous, always eager to explore, while Zephyr was cautious but fiercely loyal. Orion and Astrid marveled at their differences, knowing these traits would serve them well in life. The day finally came when Nova and Zephyr were ready to leave the nest. With encouraging calls, Orion and Astrid nudged them off the cliff, watching anxiously as their babies spread their wings and took to the sky. The first few flaps were clumsy, but soon they were soaring, their cries of joy echoing through the mountains. Orion and Astrid flew alongside their eaglets, teaching them the finer points of flight and hunting. They celebrated every small victory and comforted them through the tough moments. As the seasons passed, Nova and Zephyr grew stronger, eventually building nests of their own and starting families. Through it all, Orion and Astrid remained a loving pair, their bond strengthened by the trials and triumphs they had faced together. They would often perch on their cliff, watching the sunset paint the sky with hues of gold and crimson, knowing they had built a legacy that would soar for generations. And as they spread their wings to ride the evening breeze, they knew they were more than just eagles. They were a family, bound by love and the endless sky.